ready.
Mark, are you ready?
Good.
All right, good evening. It is Monday, May 8th at 6 p.m., and this is a meeting of the Buildings and Utilities Committee. I am Christy Marshall, Chair of the committee, and this is Mr. Whidden. We are here to provide a recommendation to Council regarding authorizing the Director of Public Service and Safety to enter into a professional service agreement with Jones and Henry Engineers of Cincinnati, Ohio for the following projects. A chlorine gas conversion project for the water treatment plant at a cost not to exceed $226,430, and B, a valve replacement project for the water treatment plant at a cost not to exceed $120,310. Mr. Titterington.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So you have a report in your packet. These are two different projects, one of which was budgeted, the other was not. We are recommending the same engineering firm, which is why we packaged them together in one recommendation. It will require two different pieces of legislation, however. Chlorine gas conversion project at the treatment plant. The estimate from Jones and Henry is $226,000. We did only include 49,000. Okay, of course, when you type it in 8-point font, it's a little hard to see, which was a very rough estimate. I know, I'm getting old as well, Mr. Phillips. The other one is valve replacement project. That was not originally in the budget because we were hopeful that staff could do that work internally. However, after further exploration, where the valves are, they're 35 feet deep, how many are involved, the fact that it hits the water table at a very shallow point, we do need some design work, and then ultimately to have an RFP and construction management done to get the project completed. And so that is a $120,310 design cost estimate. We do have funds in the water distribution budget that was originally earmarked for the industrial park water infrastructure, any support that we might need. We don't anticipate that we're going to need those funds, and so we can use approximately $350,000 towards these two priorities instead. Staff is here if you have anything more than that, because I'm tapped out as far as my knowledge.
Well, you answered my one question about staff being able to do the valve replacement. Is this something that they both? I mean, they're combined, like not combined, but I mean, you have to do both of those.
Yes, the one that's not budgeted, the valve replacement project, that was the faulty valves were unfortunately discovered during a leakage event. We were able to contain that. There was no issue to the water system. Our water is still 100% pure, but we do need to get the design, the RFP, and everything ready so that we can bid it out and budget it for 2024.
Sure. All right. You have any questions?
On the chlorine gas conversion project, would that be the complete elimination of the tanks, or would we retain those as a fallback in case we would ever need those in the future? Or
we would eliminate gas and go to liquid instead. So the gas tanks would be gone. Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Any other council members have any questions? No? Any in the audience have any questions? Anyone else?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
I don't know, Mr. Titterington, if you know this answer, or Ms. Butera does, but what was the life on the valves for the valve replacement project, and how far we have exceeded those or not? Just as a silly question, I guess.
I thought it was in the report, but maybe it wasn't. They're decades old now, aren't they?
They are. I would say it wasn't so much in regards to life. It's when you talk about a valve being down 35 feet deep, right, and it's got that long a stem on it. Honestly, when we were operating it, I don't know if it was welded, the connection point basically down at the bottom snapped and broke is the faulty issue. And then when we were trying to repair it ourselves with the contractor, just the depth, the water table was really high. It just got to be an operation that was unsafe for us to do internally.
But these were on, the valves were on track to be replaced anyway, is that correct? Is that how I'm getting the flavor of it?
They would have been eventually, this is obviously ahead of their anticipated date.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Any more questions? All right, how would you like to proceed?
Move forward.
All right, we will move forward with that. And anything else?
No, sir.
All right, this meeting is adjourned.